Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is Hans, and I hope you people are having a great time over there. And tonight I want to talk about fasting. I got a few questions from a few friends about fasting, and there are some friends who want that they actually need to lose fat like very quickly. Some have health issues, and some just want to get lean and healthy. So I got some of this question about fasting, and the main question is that can I go to prolonged fasting right away if I have never fasted before in my life? And my approach to that question will be no. If you have never fasted before in your life, I would suggest that you go with intermittent fasting first. And intermittent fasting is about like you fast for 16 hours and then you have a feeding window of 8 hours. But even before you go to the intermittent fasting, it's more important, like it's very important to make a change in your way of eating, your habit of eating. If you used to eat like lots of junk food, lots of fast food, for about a month, you have to stop all those fast food, all those junk foods, all those pastries, chocolate, just for 1 month. Stop everything, and then go on a very clean nutrition plan. By clean nutrition plan, I mean include lots of good fat in your diet, like for example, almonds, avocado, olive oil, and make sure that when you buy your olive oil, buy the extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. Don't buy the pomace olive oil, which is not really a good quality olive oil. And whenever you are cooking with olive oil, make sure that the olive oil does not come to the smoking point, because the moment olive oil turns to the smoking point, it's no longer good for you. It becomes toxic. So if you are cooking and with olive oil and you want to make a healthy dish, just make sure that it just reaches the point where the vegetables and the fish is steamed with that olive oil, and it doesn't go beyond that steaming point, because the moment it reaches the smoking point, it's no longer good. So that is one. So olive oil, and use a lot of coconut oil, and coconut oil like extra virgin cold pressed coconut oil. This is very good because coconut oil, especially if you drink coffee in the morning, or if you use coffee as a pre-workout, um, put a teaspoon of coconut oil in your coffee, black coffee, and drink it with that. That coconut oil will readily bond with other fat in your body, so that those fat are used as fuel to produce energy. So use coconut oil, use olive oil, use lots of almonds, avocado, and eat butter, and stop eating margarine, please. Margarine is not healthy. Margarine was actually made for fattening the liver, like duck's liver, and the turkey, I think, turkey's liver, but the turkey were dying when they were fed margarine. So margarine is not good for human consumption. Just throw away that kind of margarine. Use butter instead. And if possible, you buy grass-fed butter, like butter that is made from cow's milk, which are from pasture raised. And so butter, olive oil, coconut oil, and make sure that most of the oil that you are incorporating, or the fat that you're incorporating um, in your uh, diet, they are more, the ratio of omega-3 is greater than the ratio of omega-6 or omega-5. and incorporate lots of salmon. Salmon is very rich in omega-3, and you can take fish oil as a supplement, which is very good at thinning the skin. Like it will really make you like burn those extra fat, and use good source of protein, fish, chicken breast, and tuna. The like and even even red meat is good, but extra lean red meat, but not too much of red meat, because too much of red meat is not good. So you can get that kind of disease, or if you consume too much of red meat. And use a lot of greens, like eat lots of greens, eat lots of broccolis, cabbage, spinach, watercress, and coriander and parsley. That is very, very important in your diet, because coriander and parsley has got detoxification and the diuretics also. They will remove the excess water from your body, and they will do detox at the same time. And also include like a good source of carbohydrates. For example, those complex carbohydrates, which are like sweet potatoes and taro. I use mainly sweet potatoes and taro as my main carb, and they're actually really good. You can just like I showed in the previous video, how you can make a mash with the taro root. So you can do that. So stop eating all the white flour, white bread, white toast. Stop all that for a month, and go on a really balanced, nutritious diet. I'm not telling you to cut down on food, like to eat less. No, just eat as much as you can, not too much, but on a balanced and a clean diet. Once you have started eating like that for a month, and since you will be incorporating more and more oil and like good fat in your diet, your body will get into adaptation of using more fat as fuel than sugar as fuel. Then after 1 month, when you have been on the diet, then you can start your intermittent fasting. Then you can do intermittent fasting every day. So you finish your meal, let's say at 6 in the afternoon, and then so you count 16 hours, so 6 to 6, 12, 12 to 6 to 10, so 10 by 10 in the morning you will be ready for your next meal. So in the morning, when you are breaking your fast after the 16 hours of fasting, I would suggest that you have some yogurt with some nuts and some fruits. You can have a banana. And yogurt, I would suggest that you eat the yogurt with the live culture, not those fancy yogurt, which is lots of sugar in that, but just eat a plain yogurt, and you can flavor it with some jaggery, and add some almonds or some pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds is actually really good because it's very rich in zinc, and it's also very good for men over 40s, and for those who have problems with their prostate. So pumpkin seeds is very good. So you can do that as for breaking your fast. So eat yogurt, and yogurt will especially be good to nourish the good bacteria. So your gut will be benefiting from good bacteria. So the more the gut has got good bacteria, the more you will be able to burn fat easily. And the other thing that you can do for your gut is to eat a lot of sauerkraut. And I just posted a video on how to make sauerkraut, so you can watch that video and you can make your own sauerkraut. And sauerkraut is very, very rich in probiotics. And the way sauerkraut helps you to burn your belly fat without doing too much of exercise, or not even starting to do exercise, it will readily start burning the fat, because once you start consuming sauerkraut, which is very rich in those probiotics, so your gut will be full of good bacteria. And those bad bacteria, which are yeast, they will start getting destroyed. And when the good bacteria is there, so the good bacteria will be able to break down the food that you are eating. And so the more the food is properly digested, it will be more easily assimilated into the bloodstream, and it will go readily into the muscle cells, instead of lying there and then later it is shut down into the fat cells. So that is one way how probiotics can help you to burn fat. So this is how, by incorporating sauerkraut in your diet, will help you. And the other thing is apple cider vinegar. So you can watch my video on how I make my own organic apple cider vinegar, because apple cider vinegar is very good in breaking down those protein, and making like digesting all the food properly, like breaking down into really small particles, and make it really easily absorbable into the bloodstream. And also, when you consume that apple cider vinegar, the acetic acid, it kills the yeast that is propagating in your gut. And you will see that most people who are fat, they have lots of yeast infection also. And that yeast, what happens is that whatever food you eat, the yeast will consume all that food. So you will be starving every time, and you will keep eating, but you will still keep hungry. So you will just keep eating and eating, but you will keep getting fat, but your muscles, they are actually starving. And that after you have started your intermittent fasting, which is a 16 hours fasting and then 8 hours of feeding, do it for a month. Then after a month, you can start prolonging it, like progress it towards prolonged fasting. So from 16, you can gravitate to 20, and then you go to 24, and then 30, 36, and then you can go 40, and then 48. And then eventually some people, they might reach a plateau like very quickly. Some may take longer to reach a plateau. But when you reach a plateau, there is nothing to be worried about that. No panic. It's absolutely normal. When you reach a plateau, just forget everything. Just start eating and eat everything that you want, until you come to a point that you can, like, for example, you can eat and eat for about 2 weeks. Like you're taking a break, you go on vacation, like you're going on a vacation, you take a break, you eat whatever you want, and then after those 2 weeks you come back, then you start your intermittent fasting again. Start again with intermittent fasting, like you can do intermittent fasting for 1 week, and then gradually you gravitate towards prolonged fasting, and then your metabolism will be kicked again. So that's how you will progress on fasting. So from intermittent to gradually gravitate toward prolonged fasting. And when you are fasting also, the importance of changing your food habit for a month is because when you will be doing intermittent fasting, so once your body has started recognizing fat as a fuel source, so when you do that intermittent fasting, you will not have any kind of crash. So you won't have that fogginess, or you won't feel really groggy when you will be doing intermittent fasting after you have started that kind of clean diet, because your body, when it will sense that there is no more sugar in the body, it will not take too much time to start burning fat. Because if it takes too long to start burning fat, it's during that short window or longer window for some people, that's when you will start feeling all kind of fuzziness, and you will start feeling angry. You will get like really like you will feel anxious. You will feel like you will feel all kind of jittery feelings, and you will feel like anger will take over. And you will get aggressive when someone try to, like, you get irritated easily. But it's nothing to worry about, it's nothing to be panicked. It's absolutely normal, because that's a normal process. So on that, I would say that if you have any question before you even want to start the fasting journey, you can always send me your comments in the comment section, and I will be more glad to assist you in any of your queries. And on this, I will say thank you very much for watching the video. Have a good one. Goodbye.